G'day, it's Pete here, and I'm back for another weekly free instant tournament. And today I wanted to do another over-explained video where I go into a lot more detail about the general process I go through when playing these tournaments. It's worth noting, in the previous over-explained I did, one of the people said, well, it's not over-explained, this is the perfect amount of explanation. So, we'll kick this off by over-explaining what I mean by it. Usually in these, I explain my thought process. Today, I'm going to go in and talk about lots more stuff that I don't even consider anymore. It's just sort of innate to me, but sort of explaining those. So I'm over-explaining more than my thought process here. So let's jump in and see how we can get started. So you want to go up to Solitaire Bridge, down to Weekly for Instant Tournament, give it a shot, and see what we can do. All right. So we've got a nice hand here. So we have 6, 12, 14 high card points and a balanced hand. I always like to think, am I balanced or unbalanced? That's really, really critical if you're the opener. When you're the responder, that's less so. One of the key things that I look for first is, do I have a fit? So straight away, I've got a fit for spades. And then I go down the rabbit hole of, well, what sort of spade raise do I want to show? Some people have ways of differentiating out 3 or 4 card support. And that's exactly what the robots can do. So I've got enough points per game, and we want to play in spades. So if you just jump to 4 spades straight away, this is just a preemptive raise. Now, if I had 4 card support with spades, I could actually bid 2 no trumps, which is Jacoby 2 no trumps, showing a game force. Here with 3 card support for spades, there's 2 avenues you can go down. So the first is I could just start by bidding a new suit, so like bid 2 diamonds. This doesn't show my spade support straight away, but it sets up a game forcing option, and then I can bid either 2 spades or 3 spades, or even 4 spades on the next opportunity. And that's how you can show a game forcing support with 3 spades. Another option worthwhile considering, but I probably won't do on this hand, is just bidding 3 no trumps immediately. This would just be a balanced choice of games. Having this Doubleton Heart makes me not want to do it. Now, if I had like King Queen Doubleton Heart or Ace Queen of Hearts, I might be a little more interested in it. But here, I think going the other way of showing 3 card support is important. So here, I'll just start with 2 diamonds and set up a game forcing option. Now, this is a bid that gets mixed up a lot with people not realizing what it actually is. So here, partners bid 1 spade and then bid 2 spades. This is actually just a catch-all bid. What I mean by this is, if my partner, instead of bidding 2 spades, rebid 2 no trumps, the robots actually play that as stronger, not 12 to 14 balanced. Also, if my partner bid something like 3 clubs, that would have that be a reverse. That would be 5 spades and 4 clubs. So here, largely what my partner is just showing is a minimum hand. Now, the point range doesn't actually say that they're minimum, but in all effect, they will be minimum. Now, I also know this because I'm a best hand tournament where I have the strongest hand at the table, or equal strongest, so I know my partner's like 11 to 14 points. But outside of that, you still know with this bid that they are sort of like 11 to 14. I really struggle to think of what sort of hand might bid it that didn't have another bid available. Like maybe they got 15 points and 6 spades. There's like a few options, but largely they're trying to show a weaker hand here. So the next question I want to ask is, well, firstly, I want to tell partner my spade fit, so I can bid 3 spades, or I can bid 4 spades. So the real question is, do I have any hope of slam opposite this? So here, if my partner's got like 14 points and 5 or 6 spades, what I like to do is just visualize what sort of hands they might have. So let's say they got the King of Diamonds, that would be a really useful card. And Ace, King, Queen of Spades to 5. And we need something in hearts as well. So maybe like the King of Hearts. And we might be able to make slam opposite that. But that's Ace, King, Queen, King, King. So that's 15 points. And that's at the like peak range that I sort of think partner could potentially have. And I can actually rule that one out because of the best hand tournament. So I actually don't think we've got a good chance of slam. So Here, when you're in a game force, if you take it a bit slower and bid 3 spades, this is a stronger hand because partner can't pass this. So the principle of fast arrival, and I've set up a game force and now getting to that as quickly as possible, says that I have no interest. So here, 4 spades is actually weaker than 3 spades because 3 spades can't be passed. Whereas 4 spades, I've set up all that room and then I'm taking it away. And I have no interest, so we'll go ahead and bid 4 spades. Hey, Yam Meow, how you doing? Okay, and here, partner, king of diamonds, beautiful, ace, king of spades, king of clubs, great. So the first thing that I want to do here is count my losers from the long trump hand. And what I mean by that is, I imagine I'm going to be utilizing the high cards from the other hand, but here in diamonds, I'll only look at 2 rounds of diamonds because then that hand's out of diamonds. Clubs, 3. Hearts, 3. Spades, 5. So like in theory, some people might say, well, the ace, king, queen of diamonds will win, and then you've got these losers. I don't worry about that because I use the long trump hand as a reference for how many of each suit is going to be played. So here we have no diamond losers because I got the king and the ace. Right? In fact, I've got a spare winner with the queen. In clubs, I have no losers because I got the king, the ace, and the queen. In hearts, I have 3 losers here. And some people might be like, well, you've only got 2 because there's a doubleton down here and you could trump afterwards. That's right, but that's the work that I have to do. I haven't trumped it yet. And hypothetically, let's say if I just drew 3 rounds of trumps and lost something, the opponents would be able to get 3 hearts. So I haven't actually dealt with the hearts yet. And here I'd say I've got 2 definite heart losers and the third one, which I might be able to trump, but I have 3 heart losers. And that third heart is something that I want to deal with. Spades, I've got 8 spades, so the opponents have 5. Usually I think about like the 2 most common breaks, which would be 3-2 or 4-1. If that's the case, I might lose 2 spades if they're 4-1 or 1 spade if they're 3-2. Hey, CB Luke, how you doing? So here, again, I've got 3 hearts and 2 spade losers. The spades, going through that, I just want to bang down the ace-king and hope they break. On a really good day, there's actually queen-jack doubleton and all my spades are good. The 8 of spades might give me some other options. So after the ace of spades, I will reflect on what I actually want to do. Hearts, if they take the first 2 rounds of hearts, I can't stop that. But that third heart, I could trump it. Or I could throw it on the diamond there. So we'll see what actually happens here. So they take the king, and West also has the ace. And they've taken it. Okay, so paying attention to the lead, I know that East actually has a third heart. And here I'll just go in with the ace of spades. So at this stage, I have this heart loser I want to deal with, and here, I just want to hope that spades are 3-2. So here, I'm just going to take the king of spades. If they're 4-1, I have 2 losers I can't do anything about. But after I take the king of spades, now, if they break, which they don't, but if they did break, then the opponents only have master trumps left. There's no benefit in me doing any more trumps. Now, I could try, like, throwing my heart away on a diamond. But if I did that, there's a chance East can trump in, draw my trump, and then take a heart. So at this stage, I just want to trump this heart. And they're going to get 2 spades here. So I'll just claim all but 2 and down 1. And we even got 57%. So some people went more off. Some people went 2 off in 4 spades. Someone managed to make this miraculously. I presume it's just, yeah, they went 1 spade, 4 spades, and they got a different lead. So here, if they led a club or a diamond, then you're in a better spot. But yeah, here, 1 spade, 2 diamonds, I think is the way to go. All right, moving on to hand number 2. There's another really good hand. I've got a 5-4-4 shape, 14 points. So I've got a 3-suited hand, and I've got a minimum 3-suited hand. I don't want to be reversing on this. So often I like to consider my first bid and also my follow-up bid. And you don't know what partner's going to do, but you can hazard a guess. I reckon there's a fair chance that partner will bid a spade. So if I open a club and partner bids a spade, what do I want to do? Well, I'm an unbalanced hand, so with unbalanced hands, you want to start bidding your longest suit and then bidding another one. If that's the case, if I open a club and partner bids a spade, well then if I bid 2 diamonds or 2 hearts, that would be a reverse, and that would show 16 or more points. I'm not good enough for that. So my options here is I could open 1 club, and if partner bids a spade, just rebid 2 clubs. Or I could do something a bit unusual, which is like actually open a diamond, which isn't my longest suit. But if partner bids a spade, I can now bid 2 clubs, and this would show 5 diamonds and 4 clubs. But my other alternative was just bidding clubs and clubs, which isn't a great way of describing this hand either. So both options are reasonable. 1 club and 2 clubs is sort of like the textbook approach. Opening 1 diamond on these hands that don't want to reverse is sort of like a more nuanced approach and might navigate the issue of partner bidding a spade. If West bids more spades, if West bids spades instead of my partner, we might end up in diamonds, which is a little bit of a downside, but I think it's worth a shot. Hey David, how's it going? Okay, so here my partner bid 2 spades. So this isn't a Michael's Q bid, this is actually a support for diamonds. They're showing 10 or more points with a fit. Michael's Q bid is only used by the overcaller. So only West in this instance would be able to use a Michael's Q bid. Bidding the opponent's suit by opener or responder or the advancer or the overcaller depends on 2 main things: who you are in the auction and do you do it on your first opportunity or your second. If you're the responder or the advancer, usually you're showing this Q raise, this invitational or better hand. If you're the overcaller, you're doing a Michael's Q bid. And if you're doing it on your second bid as opener, responder, overcaller, whatever, it just shows a good hand. Not sure where to go. Anyway, here, my hand's great. We've got a fit in diamonds. I want to do something. I could bid something like 4 clubs, or I could just bid 5 diamonds and just hope for the best. There's pretty awkward about how I want to follow up. I do want to play game. I think there's some chance of making a slam. Like, imagine my partner with a singleton club and like ace queen to 5 diamonds. I just don't think we would have any real losers there. I could bid something like 4 spades potentially. Now, this looks like it's showing lots of points, but I got 14 high card points and a void. This is a pretty good hand. I do want my partner to bid slam if they're keen. So I think this is a solid approach to like just inviting partner to bid a slam. So I'll give that a shot. They weren't interested, so we'll settle there. We might have missed 3 no trumps, but I was kind of in a spot where I really wanted to try and find a bid to get it sorted now. Here, 3 no trumps. Is that any good? That's really hard to tell. Looks like you would get 2 hearts, a spade, a club, maybe 4 diamonds. Like 3 no's there or thereabouts. 5 diamonds is also an awkward contract that may or may not come home. So again, here we want to count losers from the long trump hand, and we've got a 4-4 fit. So for this, usually what you want to be doing is you can pick either hand, so you can try it from both. They're both reasonable. But usually the hand with the good side suit, I think, is the better approach. And here I've got more distribution on this south hand, so I think counting from that hand's all right. But if you're going to have to do lots of trumping in one hand, so like, let's say I had to trump spades, well, then south would become the short trump hand, and it would be better to plan from the north hand. At any rate, we're missing the queen of diamonds, so we've got 1 diamond loser. I've got the ace king of hearts, and we've got 4 hearts. Yes, the north hand's out, but after that, I have these 2 heart losers. And clubs, we've got 8 clubs, so we're missing 5. We're missing the king, the queen, and the 9. We've probably only got 2 losers. On a really bad day, we could lose 3. But probably 2 club losers, 2 hearts, and a diamond. So, first of all, diamonds. Looking at this, we can finesse either way. Like, I could play the ace and then the jack and play east for the queen. Or I could play the king and then low to the jack and play west for the queen. We don't have any spade losers. I don't have any in the south hand. Hearts, I've got 2. I could try trumping them both, or more likely I could just win one, ditch one on the ace of spades and maybe trump one. In clubs, we're missing the 9, which makes this a bit more awkward, but I want to start by leading the jack and taking a finesse. So West overcalled a spade and East bid 3 spades. So let's take a look at high card points. We got 11 there and 14 in my hand. So we've got 25. There's 15 missing. And they could be relatively evenly split. I think West is like 8 to 10 and East is like 5 to 7. And it looks like West has the king, queen of spades. Now, I could just take the ace of spades and dump a heart now. Although I think it's also reasonable just to trump this opening spade and save the ace jack, that it makes it awkward for them to continue spades. Now, the main issue there is I don't really want to be playing the next trick from the south hand. I really want to just lead the jack of clubs at trick 2. So because of what I want to do next, I'll actually take the ace of spades and just dump a heart. Okay, there's the queen. So this continuation really looks like they have queen doubleton and East has the king 9. If that's the case, there's nothing I can do about it. I know West isn't leading away from the king there, so I'll actually just play low. And here, at this stage, we have another club loser. I'm just going to lose it now, so I'll just play a club. And they've actually trumped their partner's winner, which is great news for me. They didn't know their partner had the king at this stage. They probably could have worked it out, but they didn't. All right. So the next thing is let's look at points. Remember we said West had 8 to 10 points was our guess. Now, we've seen them show up with the queen of clubs. They've also led the king of spades. And I made a mental note, oh, king, queen of spades are over there because that's why I took the ace. And then I saw what happened in clubs with the queen. And now they're leading the queen of hearts. They probably have the jack as well. And to me, what that says is that's their like 9, 10 points. I'm pretty sure East has the queen of diamonds. So if that's the case, I still have this heart loser that I have to deal with. But I'm actually just going to finesse the diamond straight away. So I'll play a diamond to the ace. And we'll lead the jack of diamonds. And there's the queen. And because of them trumping, that's all the diamonds. And we've got the rest at this stage. And 85%. So we're tracking at 71. It's going pretty well. But we managed to make that one. So other people got to 3-0. Lots of people went down in 3-0 trumps. Some people made it. As I said, 3-0 didn't look too easy. But yeah. You can make 11 tricks. Okay, moving on to hand number 3. Again, I'm the opener, and I like to think, am I unbalanced or balanced? Here, I'm single-suited unbalanced. Largely, I just want to open a club and rebid clubs. There are some situations that I wouldn't be doing that, such as this one where it got far too high. And here I can just happily pass. When you're sort of minimum, you usually open and don't do too much else. You'd be looking for like support doubles or just repeating your suit at a low level. Here, we can just pass and be happy about it. Okay, so I really like to look at the bidding and also the lead and think what's going on here. So here, West bid 2 hearts, not 1 heart. So they've got 6 of them and a weak hand. So straight away, I'd say, well, I got 1, Dummy's got 4, West has 6, my partner's got 2 hearts. We've also got the 5 of clubs led. Now, you might be thinking, well, what's that from? That looks like a low card. But Dummy has 4. Don't forget the queen of clubs. But 6 here and 4 clubs there, which is 10. There's only 3 missing. And the cards that are missing are the 3, the 5, and the 8. Now, my partner can't have all 3 of them. The robots don't lead middle up down. What they actually do is just ignore whether they have honors or not. So if they had 3 cards, they would have actually led the 3. So the fact that I haven't seen the 3 means that I know that my first club isn't getting trumped. And I haven't seen it here. If West played the 3 of clubs, I would actually know my partner had a singleton. But as it is, it looks kind of like West has the singleton. Hey, Carlo. B. Hammer said, when do you consider sacrificing? So here, firstly, I didn't have a good way to sacrifice, so this hand isn't worthwhile considering. But it's important that when you're sacrificing, firstly, you have to appreciate that you're giving up all hope of beating a contract. So you want to make sure that you're pretty sure they're making, like very sure they're making. Secondly, I then like to try and estimate how much I'm going down. Vulnerability does matter a lot. If you're sacrificing, you want to be not vulnerable because you're going to get doubled, and it matters a lot for the scoring there. But sacrificing is difficult. Sacrificing is when you just bid on over their game contract, knowing that you're going to go negative, but aiming for a smaller negative. So here, I think that my partner's led top of a doubleton. That's a real high 5, basically. I think my partner's got 5-3. So next I like to consider, well, how do I actually think Declare is going to play? This is one of the questions that I ask when I'm defending. What does it look like Declarer will try and do in this hand? Are they going to try and set up spades and use them? Well, I got the king. Like, they might get a discard there, but I don't think they're going to get too much mileage out of spades. They'll get like 2 tricks. But they've got this singleton diamond. They might try and cross-ruff this hand. Remember, I think West has a singleton club. East is a singleton diamond. To me, that looks like they're going to try and cross-ruff. Now, I can't prevent that too much, but I can try my best. So here it will just lead a heart. And my partner won the ace, which is great. And they continued the 3. I was hoping for another heart, but that's all right. And here they get to ruff. And they're drawing the trump, so not a lot I can do about that. And here, when discarding, I really look for suits that I just know aren't relevant and will discard from that. I don't worry too much about signaling. With the robots, they don't care, but even with real partners, I look firstly for the suit I want to discard and then give the most appropriate signal I can. And like maybe if you were doing suit preference, you could throw the 10 or something. But here, I'll just toss a club because I know that those long clubs aren't going to be relevant. Okay, so they took the spade finesse, and at this stage, yes, they can do the ace-jack of spades, but again, we're not in any rush. Like, they might be able to throw one thing, but they can't do anything with those spades. We'll get our diamond trick if it happens, so I'm just going to play a club. West can trump, and if my partner had any trumps left, which they don't, they could over-trump, but I just try and sit back and wait as long as possible here. And they have the ace of diamonds, so it looks like they should be making this contract. So they'll cross-ruff from here, and they've got 10 tricks. So I really needed my partner to have the ace of diamonds there. %21%. That feels pretty harsh. What is everyone else doing? They're bidding 5 clubs. To me, like 5 clubs is just a really out there bid. So firstly, you have no idea that you're finding a club fit. And here they can get you down 3, which is a good sacrifice. So if you got doubled here, you would score -500 rather than the 620 there. But firstly, we have no idea that dummy was coming down with a singleton diamond. Firstly, it could have been our partner with the club. Yeah, there's so many things here that means that if you're sacrificing on a hand like this, you're giving up far too much, I think. Carlo said, I did not like my hand, so I opened 3 clubs. I think this is a great hand. Opening 3 clubs would mean you miss 4 spades a fair bit. I don't see any real reason to preempt, but you got to play that. Works well. Moving on to board number 4. And here we've got 16 points and a 7-card diamond suit. This is a great hand. So here, as the overcaller, I like to look at my different pathways I have to try and bid these hands. So I could consider bidding 2 diamonds. Now, when you overcall, you reach a certain, like if you're of a certain strength, you can actually double, which is described as a takeout double. But if you double and then bid a new suit, you've actually made a power double, a hand that was too strong to overcall. Now, usually that's up around about 18 points, but can be as low as 16, with extra shape. So here we've got 7 diamonds. I think it's worthwhile considering. Now, I'm not sure doubling and bidding diamonds is fantastic on this hand. Like, firstly, it might go 1 spade, double, 2 spades, 3 hearts, and then we're like, oh, what do I do over that? Do you just have a gamble at 3 no trumps? So here, I think 2 diamonds is okay, but like double's worthwhile considering. Other options which aren't great, but like you could consider bidding a no trump. This does show a balanced hand, which we don't have. But, you know, that might get you to 3 no trumps. But here, I'll just take the simple approach and just bid 2 diamonds. And now it's gone 1 spade, 2 diamonds, 2 spades. My hand's worthwhile bidding again. Obvious choice, just bidding 3 diamonds. I could consider bidding 2 no here. And the robots play this as invitational to game. Like, my partner hasn't bid, but it shows like a really good hand. I'm showing an unbalanced hand because I've overcalled. And now I'm like, well, I got a spade stopper and I want to try and get to 3 no trumps. Does this suit you? Partner can still go back to 3 diamonds. I think 2 no is a good bid here. So we'll give that a shot. And partner's not interested. I'm not super thrilled about playing about 2 no. I'd really like my partner to take me out to 3 diamonds more often. Like here, 2 no just really isn't going to make. 3 diamonds is pretty hard for them to bid. Maybe they could bid something like 3 spade, 3 hearts. They do have a 6-card heart suit. It's a bit weird in this auction about what they can try and do. But as is, 2 no looks like it's going down. I'm trying to work out how 3 diamonds would go as well. So 3 diamonds would probably lose a diamond, a spade, 2 hearts, and a club. So whenever I'm in a slightly unusual contract, I like to consider the alternative. I think lots of people will be in 3 diamonds. So 1, 2, 4, 5. So down 1. So if I can get out for down 1, I think I'm doing all right. So first thing I want to try is see if they've led away from the king, queen of spades. Okay. East open the bidding was pretty unlikely, but yeah. Now I'll just duck this first one. Ducking the first one won't really make a difference. But they've got 9 spades. I really want the spades to be 5-4. And now I just need these diamonds to get going. So let's just hope that either there was a singleton honor, singleton king or queen, or that they're 2-2. Great. So all my diamonds are winners. So as soon as I get back in, I'll have 5 more diamonds than the ace of clubs. So if I get out for down 1, again, I'm doing fine. The main issue here is I will be getting squeezed. So I can discard a club happily here. But after that, it gets very, very difficult. So let's discard. Now, one thing I like to do in these spots is try and make the dummy look weaker in the suit that I actually want them to play. So I'm just going to throw a club here. And I could toss a heart. Wow, they've won there. They don't actually know which suit to come back to their partner. So I might just throw a heart here. And great, we got the down 1. I'm super fortunate there. If they played a heart to the ace, I was going way more down than that. But here, we've managed to rescue this a bit. They'll get the final heart. But down 1, I am pretty ecstatic about that. If they didn't block the spades, then that finding another discard, well, 100%. I miscounted. 6 diamonds and my 2 aces. Yeah, they didn't even if they cashed the last spade, that next discard was going to be really, really awkward. So, also, if you bid 3 diamonds, they push on to 3 spades, which actually makes 10 tricks. Well, like, I didn't really deserve 100% on this. I easily could have been beaten 2 and been in this sort of range, if not 3. But, like, it's awkward for them to play a heart looking at that So I gambled and pitched down to Singleton King of Hearts and hoped for the best, and it worked. So you always need a bit of luck, and I'll take it. Board number 5. Here we got 11 points. 3, 1, 5, 4. So I'll open a diamond. Will I? So I do like opening 5-4 shapes, and in third seat you usually like opening more. One very strange thing about playing a best hand tournament is that if you pass, the auctions usually get passed in, especially with 11 counts. Now, one way you can consider thinking about these ones is treating it as if you were in fourth seat. So if I suspect West will pass if I pass, it's a similar sort of option to if it's been 3 passes to me. And this is something I'd only consider with this being a best hand tournament, where I know I have the most or equal most amount of high card points as anyone. And the robots don't like opening balanced 11s. They need really unbalanced 11 counts to open. So if it went 3 passes to me, there's a spot where you could use the rule of 15. You could count the high card points and the number of spades you've got. And if that equals 15, then you want to actually open the hand. Here, I've only got 11 high card points and 3 spades for 14. And I've only got 4 major cards in the majors. Now, the reason the rule of 15 is what it is that if the points are all very evenly split, then it's going to be a part score hand, and whoever's got the spade suit has the best chance of playing at the 2 level and making a contract. Once you get to a 3 level contract, it's very difficult. So here, given that I know West doesn't have like a very strong hand, which in normal bridge you wouldn't, is only because it's a best hand tournament, I'll actually pass. I normally would open a diamond and think it's fine, but we pass it in, and pretty easy 68%. They have a nice heart fit, not spade fit. Lots of people passing. If you do open the hand, 1 diamond, your partner bids a spade, they pass, the opponents push on to 2 hearts. Yeah, if you rebid 1 no, I'm not a big fan of that. I was going to bid, I think a diamond and passing a spade's good. Other choice is bidding 2 clubs. Yeah, and then partner pushes on to 2 no, and you get 2 high. So lots of these options led to pass being the winning action. That being said, I think opening that hand is perfectly reasonable, and I usually would. Right, moving on to board number 6. A fantastic hand here. 16 high card points, solid 6 card spade suit. So here I've got an unbalanced hand, and we're in the medium range. So what I usually want to do is open 1 spade and probably rebid 3 spades on my second bid. So here I'll bid a spade, partners bid 2 spades. So now it's about, because they've limited their hand and told us about a fit, it's now where do we actually want to play? And am I interested in game? So opposite 6 to 9, I'm interested in game. So I think inviting's fine. And with the robots, you could bid like 3 clubs, new suit, 3 spades, invite. These are both fine. You could consider 2 no trumps, which they use to show a singleton. So when it says short notes here, that is a singleton. So I don't want to do that. But I'm also just thinking about just offering them 3 no trumps. Now, that might seem a bit weird. We have a 9 card spade fit. I've got this small doubleton. Why would I want to do that? Anytime I've got a solid suit that's like, okay, I'm just going to run this for 6 tricks, and also the ace of diamonds, I really don't need much from partner for no trumps to be good. Like, I don't really want to be doing too much trumping. So I think inviting with 3 clubs or 3 spades is fine. I'm just going to have a gamble at 3 no trumps. And again, it's a choice of game. Partner fully can correct. Usually they'll have a bit of shortage here. If they were a 4-3-3 shape, they'd be passing. Yeah, and here's the shortage. So great, I've got a singleton diamond. So here I have 1 diamond loser. I want to trump that. I have 2 heart losers, and I have a club loser. The hearts, it looks like I'm going to lose. Clubs, I can take a finesse. I am missing the king and the 10, so it's a bit awkward. I could also try and see if hearts set up. If the hearts set up, then I might be able to throw my clubs away without needing to take a finesse. And if you can ever prevent a finesse, that's kind of important. Now, I could just rush in and trump my diamond, but there's really no urgency. So I'm going to lead the 8 of hearts here and actually just finesse the 10 of hearts. I want to just see if I can set up hearts early. And by playing on hearts in a spot like this, the opponents will either play trumps or help me set up hearts or make me get that ruff. So they've taken the queen and now the ace of hearts. Okay, and now I'll just trump that one high. Great. And now my hearts are winners. Both the jack and 9 are winners. So I can throw this club away without taking a finesse. So we can trump our diamond now. And then just draw trumps. And my clubs will go on the hearts. So we've got 11 tricks. 92%. So pretty good there. Looks like the double finesse in clubs actually works. So you could lead the queen of clubs and then a club to the 9. And I think you just get 11 tricks as well. Okay, we got 7 points. We have 15 high card points. Sorry. I don't know what... I've got 7 points. I have no idea where that came from. I got a 2-suited hand with 15 high card points. So this is a really awkward hand again. So here, firstly, if you open a no trump, you're showing a balanced hand. I don't really want to do that, but not completely outrageous on this hand. Whenever you've got a singleton ace, it's worthwhile considering. This is another one where, if I open a club, what do I want to do if my partner bids a heart? Now, some people might be thinking, oh, I'll bid a no trump. If you bid 1 club, then 1 no trump, you're showing a balanced hand, and you're also showing 12 to 14 points. If you're showing a balanced hand, you may as well just open a no trump to start with. Partner's response hasn't actually changed whether you have a balanced hand or not. So here, what I usually want to do is open a club and then bid the cheaper of my other 2 suits, 2 clubs or 2 diamonds. 2 diamonds would be a reverse. It's a bit too strong. We're close, but we're not there. So you could bid 1 club and then follow it up with 2 clubs, just showing a minimum unbalanced hand. Or we could do what we did on that earlier hand, where we just open a diamond and pretend like I bid 1 diamond and then 2 clubs, and that would show 5 diamonds and 4 clubs. It is lying, but I actually kind of prefer that. And here, partner bid a spade. So here, we're awkwardly placed again. So if we bid 2 spades, we're showing 4 of those. But with a 5-4-3-1, this is the one sort of hand shape where I typically do make that 3-card raise, largely because we're going to find a playable spot. If partner's weak, we've got 7 trumps, great. If partner's game forcing, sometimes they can still jump to 3 no trumps and offer no trumps on the way through. If I bid 2 clubs, it's actually really difficult to sometimes find a 5-3 spade fit. So I'm just going to make a raise. So a 5-4-3-1 shape's one of the hand types where I do actually make a 3-card raise here. And now partner splintered in clubs. So that is completely useless for my club suit. King Queen is just terrible. Splinter agrees the suit that we've already shown and highlights that they've got a singleton or a void. And really, you just want to look for queens and jacks being really bad. Kings are hard to evaluate there. So my hand got worse. The fact that I have only 3 spades. I do have a maximum hand for what I've got, but the splinter is not working for me at all. So I'm just going to go back to 4 spades here. Partner is saying I want to go to 4 spades. Does that singleton make your hand better such that we might be able to get rid of losers? Now, here, I reckon this is a really interesting hand. So let's look at the different pathways we could have done. So if I bid 1 club, 2 clubs, my partner would just bid 2 spades over that, and that's probably where you'd play. If you bid 1 diamond and then 2 clubs, again, I think my partner would just bid 2 spades. They might even bid 2 diamonds. If you bid 1 club and then rebid 1 no trump showing a balanced hand, you'll probably get to 4 spades. But again, I don't think that's a great way to try and bid this hand in the long run, especially if partner bids spades. Anyway, let's look at losers here. We're missing the king of spades. We have 2 heart losers. Remember, we haven't trumped them yet. We've got the ace here, but there's 3 hearts here. After the ace, the queen can beat the jack and the king can beat the 9. And we've got 3 diamond losers. We're missing the ace, the queen, the 10. They can beat all of the king, jack, and 9. So hearts, we can trump those hearts. So I can just rough both of those hearts and probably want to do that. Diamonds, we could lead up towards the jack, the 9, the king. We can also try and utilize these clubs, and maybe we can take a roughing finesse. I actually like taking the roughing finesse here. And what I mean by that is leading the king of clubs and here playing west for the ace. If they don't play the ace, I can just throw something away and my queen's set up. If they've got the ace, my king wins. If they don't have the ace, and I actually suspect East has it, well, they win that and then they can play something. But I think I'll be in a good stead to guess what's going on in the diamonds, because I don't think that they're going to underlead their ace of diamonds given that. So here I'm just going to try the jack. Okay, this hand's going terribly so far for me. Okay, so there's the ace and the queen. Okay, so... right. All right, so there's lots of interesting things going on here. Why did they shift to a spade? What's going on there? Firstly, looking at the spades, I got 7 in the north hand and 3 in my hand. We've got 10 spades. Now, when you've got 10 spades missing the king, usually you want to finesse. The next thing is, well, why didn't West just continue? Like, why is West playing a spade? Would they lead away from the king of spades here? I really don't see them ever leading away from the king of spades. If you had 2 spades to the king, would you really lead away not knowing where the jack is? Remember, they can't see all these cards up here. They don't know that I've got the jack here. So leading a spade here might be giving away a chance when they're leading away from a king. They could safely play a heart or a club, maybe even a diamond. If they had another diamond, they might be able to play a diamond and let their partner score their king of spades. So here I'm going to go in with the ace and drop the king. No. So at this stage, we're missing the king. I've got these 2 heart losers. I can trump one and then just throw one away. We're going to lose the king of spades, so we are down 1. It was offside. Here, that was kind of unfortunate to go down. So the ace of clubs was in the wrong hand. The ace queen of diamonds were both in the wrong hand. And the king of spades was offside as well. So 4 spades was a fabulous contract. Really happy to be there. But it went down. Other people got to 6 spades. Okay, so they opened a club and then reversed and then showed spade support. Yeah, so that's super powerful hand. Other people got to 3-no. They raised. Yeah. Some people with 1 club, 1 no trump. And that works today, but 4 spades is a fantastic contract. You definitely want to be there. You can make 4 spades. Like, if I don't take the roughing finesse, I can play East for the 10 of diamonds. Like, I could play a spade to the ace and go about my business after that. But yeah, very happy to be in 4 spades. Going down 1 was unfortunate. Still got a good score. We are tracking at 71, 1 board to go. And here we've got 15 points, 3 passes to me, and I've got both majors. So I'm going to start with 1 heart. Heart and bid the spade. There's a great hand. So here, I've got 15 high card points in a singleton club. I like to count 3 points for my singleton. So I think my hand's worth 18 points. An opposite partner's 6+ points. I could bid like 3 spades invitational. I could also consider bidding 4 spades. I've got lots of aces. Aces are fantastic. I really want to just insist on game with this sort of hand. If I was like a little bit stronger, you could also consider bidding 4 clubs here, which would be a splinter. It would be similar to that previous hand saying, I've got a singleton or a void. I have a fit for you here. Does that help your hand out? Now, with partner being a passed hand, I really don't see any chance of slam. So I'd be giving that information to the opponents, which is completely unnecessary. So I'm just going to take the pretty optimistic approach anyway and just bid 4 spades, thinking that's a contract. So as opener, if you open and then jump in a suit, you are showing strength. As the responder, we were talking earlier about how do we show that 3-card raise, and like 1 spade, 4 spade showed a distributional hand with 5, and we had to bid like a new suit. Now, as the opener, on your second bid, I haven't opened a spade, so I basically only can have 4. So the different levels that I bid at all show all show just 4 spades, but different points. So we have a 4-4 fit. So again, interesting about which hand we want to count from. I think my hand's got the better side suit in hearts because the king queen sort of fill that in a bit. So I'll use my hand as a reference. So we're missing the king of spades. We're missing the jack of hearts as well. So we've got 1 heart loser. We have no clubs because the ace is covering that. And then we've got 2 diamonds. So hearts, the jack of hearts might fall singleton, doubleton, or 3-3, and they might be all good. Also, I might be able to just trump a heart and set them up. Diamonds, I'm definitely going to lose at least 1 diamond, but this second diamond maybe I can trump as well. Now, spades, I want to finesse, and I might need to finesse a lot of times. So every entry I'm in that north hand, I actually just want to finesse a spade. The diamond trumping I can try and postpone. If this finesse works, like if spades break badly or if the finesse failed, I would have to reconsider what would happen if they played a club and made me trump. But here, I'll just play another heart over and then finesse again. Okay, so they're 3-2. I really want to get rid of this queen of hearts, but I can draw the final trump first and then get it because I can use the ace of diamonds. Now, there is 0 urgency to try and trump a club to get back to my hand. You don't want to trump in the long hand, or I'm using my hand as a reference point. So here we're going to go over to the ace of diamonds, and then we'll play the ace of hearts. They don't break. Trumping a heart is more important. So we'll trump there. My 9 of hearts is now a winner, and the opponents get 2 diamonds. So I'll get the final 2 tricks and make 11 tricks. And 71% to finish. So here I was pretty fortunate on board number 4, but I don't think I did anything fantastical. Just trying to make solid plans here, trying to reduce your losers. So board 4, very, very fortunate. Didn't deserve that 100%. But outside of that, I think the other common theme here was sort of just planning your second bid. What do you actually want to do? Notice that my second bid didn't actually come up as I expected here. Nor on board 7, but I think it's really worthwhile thinking, what's your first bid? What's your second bid? How do you actually want to do that? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this Overexplained. If you enjoy this content, a great way to try and support me is checking out my YouTube channel and subscribing. There's heaps more stuff there, completely free to do. So thanks all for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.